Hi there, it's Kay from OK Quilting, and I'm working on my long arm today. I'm stitching out a border, and all of a sudden it stopped stitching. Well, what happened was I ran out of bobbin thread. Doesn't that always happen right in the most crucial moment? So I knew it was my bobbin thread, first of all, because my top thread was not broken. I could see that that was all set. A lot of times, if you're not paying attention and your bobbin runs out, your machine will keep stitching, and then eventually your top thread will stitch. It will get all tangled up, and it will be in your take-up lever. Okay, so that's one good reason to be watching your machine while it's stitching, so you catch on to what's happening. All right, so let me show you how it looks. Okay, so now I got those stitches picked out, and I need to, I think I've already, yeah, I already put in the new bobbin and cleaned and oiled and everything. Sometimes my brain. Okay, here we go. So that's all ready to go. Now I'm not going to just start stitching in this place, okay, because I cleaned and I oiled, and sometimes that makes loops, and I don't want any loops on my quilt. So I always leave space on the sides. This is my quilt, okay? So I can have extra backing and whatever, so no problem there. So now that I know this is new, I'm gonna come over here, and I'm just gonna do some test stitching up here until I'm sure that when I start stitching on my quilt again, that everything's gonna be lovely. Whoa. Okay, so I'm just working the oil around and everything. I'm not even worrying about it yet. I know that it takes a few seconds. Okay, now I'm going to do some zigzags, and let me look at the tension on those. They look good on top. They look good on the bottom. Let me do some loops too. So what I'm looking for is, when I do zigzags, I'm looking for, are the stitches pulling in on the corner? And I look on the top and the bottom, okay? And then when I do curves, what I'm looking for is, am I getting eyelashing on any of the curves? Now, if I'm getting eyelashing on the bottom, that means that the bottom's working too hard and the top's not working hard enough. So you're going to go away from you and tighten up the tension. If the eyelashing's on the top, then it means, oh, your top thread's working too hard, so let's back it off a little. You're going to turn the knob towards yourself at least a quarter turn. Okay, these are not baby machines. These are big machines. So you're going to do a quarter turn or a half turn towards yourself. That will loosen it, and then try it. Okay, now everything looks fabulous over here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my bobbin thread and trim it off. And now it's time to figure out how to get started again. Okay, so first of all, let me bring you a little closer here. I think you'll be able to see both things. All right, so my thread broke in this row, but I can see where it was coming across. So I'm going to put my needle up there. That is a great place to start. That's about the end of where my stitches were good. All right, because the thread didn't actually break until over here. I just had a little tension glitch here. So I'm going to hold. So I've got my needle where I know that I had good stitches going. Now I had to cancel out my design in Pro Stitcher, and so now I'm going to go ahead and push Pro Stitcher. Okay. Oh, something. Oh, we are grayed out. Okay, this is really bad. So you're getting to see something really bad now because I am frozen up. So what do I do in this situation? I can try to reconnect the motors, but I don't think this is a motor issue. I think that it just, when things got off, I don't know what happened, but it happens, okay? So no big deal. So the only way to get out of this, see my run button, and it doesn't matter what I push, blah. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a shutdown. So file, shutdown. I'm just gonna do a reboot. Okay, I don't think this is a situation where I probably need to do a complete shutdown. I think this is just Pro Stitcher having a little temper tantrum. All right, we'll see. If when I come up, if things aren't working again, then I'll do a complete shutdown. This is kind of worst case scenario, and you are here for it. Woo! Are you excited? But I know, let me turn this so we can see each other. I know that this is the kind of stuff that happens to you at home, and then you don't know how to deal with it. So I'm glad it happened to me, and you're getting to watch me do it. Okay, not live, but I'm not changing anything. I'll keep the camera rolling so you can see, because sometimes this is a little challenging to fix, and sometimes it goes really easy. Generally, a thread break is easy to fix, okay? So, but we now have a thread break plus a freeze up. So, you know, just a little extra fun for our Monday morning. And we're just still waiting for for Pro Stitcher to come up. So this is running on my Handy Quilter Forte. I love this machine. This guy, she just keeps running and running. She's just a great machine. Let's see, here we go. So now what we're going to have to do, I did save everything. So I know that I can just pull this up. I would have been panicked had I not saved everything. But there's no panic happening here. So let me see if I can get you situated so you can see. Okay. So first of all, I am going to go File, Design. I saved this as selected, and there it is, top border. Whoops, cancel. I touched two things, File, Design, top border. Okay, so there's my top border. Now, I no longer have my whole area, but I know where the point of this mountain is, and I broke off over here. So the other thing I can do is I can probably find the beginning point of this. So let me turn you over here. So if I can find my start point, which I can, okay? So because I leave my tails long for exactly a moment, such as this. So my start point is right there. So I am putting my laser point right on my start point. And then on my screen, I am going to go Modify, Reposition, over here, Start Point. Okay, now we can't see everything, so we need to touch the house button. My hands are cold today, you guys. So we now know that quickly I was able to realign that. But part of the trick of that was that because I leave the tails and I don't cut them off right away, it's really easy for me to find that point. All right, now we have to come back down here. Because don't you know, we almost made it to the end of the row. Okay, so first of all, I have to find where I want to start, which is going to be right here. So now we are back. Let me get the screen into. Now we're back to where we were before we had the issue. So I have my needle set where I want it to be, where I want to start stitching, okay? Which is at the end of where the good stitches are. And then on the screen, we are going to go to Pro Stitcher. Boy, my hands are so cold. Pro Stitcher, New Start and End. I have my needle right where I want it. So I'm going to turn on Auto, which moves my start point, and then I want to freeze it there. So whenever I do this, I hit New Start and End, Auto twice. Turn it on, turn it off, bam. So now I am where I want to be. And let's see what happens. All right, so we're gonna now, I'm in Pro Stitcher New Start and End, so we're gonna go to Quilt, and we're gonna go to Run, and I'm checking, my needle's up, but I'm already where I'm gonna start, so that's okay. It put that thread right down where it ought to be. Now I am checking my tension, but it looks fabulous. And that's how easy it is to recover. Even when things really go wrong and your machine freezes up on you. All right, you can do this, you guys. You got this. All right, if you don't get my newsletter, if you go to my website, www.ohkaye quilting, I have a newsletter that comes out once a month, and that way I give links to all my videos and just all sorts of information about where I'm teaching and everything. I'd love to have you join, and I hope you have a great day.